thanks for the opportunity, and again with the Quants League and as well as the market leagues. So here today I'm going to present the hedging the portfolio with the option profile structure. Can you guys see my screen? Is it visible? Can you just say yes or no in the Q&A so that I can? Yes, okay, then well and good. So without further ado, so we're running out of the time. I wanted to go over and cover a lot of topics here today. One is hedging your portfolio or individual option structure or the stocks or future. The second one is option profile, how to choose it. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. Legal disclaimer for the sake of all right. So today's agenda, as I said, I'm going to cover the types of hedging, preliminary adjustments. Hedging that I wanted to cover is a collar and then zero cost collar. The second one that I wanted to explain today is a slingshot hedging, which is also known as a risk doctor Charles M. Cottle method. So third one is the Y option profile trading. This is the agenda that I wanted to present today. Okay. Okay, what is hedging? Okay, so according to the Investopedia, which means it's reduced the asset movement and then it reduces the risk of the adverse price movement and asset. Normally, hedging consists of taking an opposite position and related to security. That is the Investopedia recommendation and the documentation. So simply say in our words, it's a buying an insurance against your holdings. So also you need to look at that there is no free lunch in the market, which means hedging doesn't give you the profit. Okay, it just stop you there. Hedging always comes with the price, which means you have to pay for the upfront cost also, right? So there is no free lunch in the market. So whenever you try to do a hedging, means there is no free lunch. You have to pay upfront for the fees for that. Okay. Next slide. Portfolio hedging. Okay, let's look into the deep dive of what is portfolio hedging, right? Geographic hedging. What is geographic hedging? Means there is this something that partially we can do ourselves with the Indian market and like hedge fund, other market participants. What they do is, example, India is emerging market. And what they do, it's the similar emerging market, they will hedge it. Like Brazil is an emerging market. If they go long in India, they go short in the Brazil market. So that is called geographic hedging, which partially we can't do it ourselves as a retail investor or retail trader. Okay, the other hedging method is hedging with the inverse stock and ETF. This is something like, again, it is not possible in Indian market. In US, there is an inverse ETF where you can buy the opposite inverse so that you can hedge it yourself. In here in Indian market, there are two things are possible. One is like whenever market falls down, one or two industries sector will be, will not fall as the same as the other sectors, which is FMCG and then pharma and IT sector. These three sectors are typically won't fall as other sectors do. So we can do with the inverse stocks and partially with Indian market context. Hedging with the stock futures. Say example, if you already are holding a portfolio of multiple stocks and you wanted to hedge with delta based, and then there is a beta based. Delta based hedging requires you need a specialized software. As the earlier presenter was showing that a Blitz software or something, you need specialized software to hedge the delta hedging with your portfolio. There is a beta hedging concept, and beta hedging, it's pretty simple and straightforward, and you can find there is a separate video I posted in my YouTube channel where how to hedge your all your stock portfolio with the Nifty future short using the beta hedging concept. That you can search it in Trendbooster in your YouTube channel where you can find the beta hedging concept there. The next one is hedging with options. So this is where the rubber meets the road, right? So where I wanted to explain the many things over here. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So again, we have just looked at the varieties of hedges. Now there is a types of hedges. So there is a types of hedges where there is a fully hedged and under hedged and over hedged. What it means, fully hedged means like whatever you're trading like iron fly, iron condor, or 100% calendar, 1:1. These are called fully hedged. Okay, which means you're paying upfront to protect your shorts. That is called fully hedged. Under hedged is a partial hedge. Most of the time we do ourselves in a 10 rooster. Over hedged, whenever you're in panic mode, people try to do add over hedged. Say they're short 4 lot, but they buy 6 lot or 7 lot for the protection. That is called over hedged. And if along with that hedges, you're trading diversified asset like you are trading investments and you're trading options, you're trading directional, then that is also considered part of hedging. Okay. And then if you do the proper portion size of each strategy, that is also considered kind of hedging by itself, right? You don't have to find a strategy to hedge your profile, but if you do the proper portion size of your entry exit or entry exit and then portion size of your trading lot size based on your account side or based on your risk appetite, that is also considered as a hedging. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So now I wanted to highlight how the big guys like Warren Buffett, how he hedges his portfolio. One of his SEC filings is mentioned that he written down like 15 years of short put of his portfolio that is worth of 150 million. Unless market goes to zero, then he need to pay $1 billion to the option buyers. Okay, this kind of it is called a covered put. You might have heard about covered call, but this is kind of call he's selling against put of his holdings, which means it's covered put. Okay, covered put is 15 years long and put contract is sold and he collected 150 million. So this is also one kind of hedges for his portfolio. This is something like, again, it's not available for Indian market context, which is such a long period and we can't do it ourselves. But I just wanted to highlight how others are doing it. Let me go back to the next slide. Okay, hedging with options. This is where the rubber meets the road. Covered call, everybody knows. If you do keep on covered call with your against your portfolio, that is also considered as a hedging, and you're generating the income out of your portfolio, and that will offset of any adverse movement against your portfolio. That will cover up. Okay, that is what covered call. Covered put, that just now I mentioned about Warren Buffett, where he selling 15 years of like $2 100,300 or something like that price, where S&P 500 he shorted like 15 years contract worth of put options. So that is called covered put. Collar and zero collar, I'm going to show in the next few slides. In the money married put, this is a famous trading community where radio trading, where they do this in the money married put. This is also one of the hedging method. Put back spread, people will typically recommend when there is a panic board, they'll sell it at the money put and then buy it 2 times of the put or 3 times of the put and the OTM, where they wanted to see what if the market moves or not. Platinum hedge, so there is a community called random walk trading. They typically advise this kind of platinum hedge. That is nothing but bearish butterfly, kind of 2x or 3x concept. And there is another method called the risk reversal. This is also a random walk trading community. They will discuss more on the portfolio hedging. And there is one more method called risk twisted spread. Theo Trader, it's a community where they will explain all these methods. Then again, there is a last method that I'm super excited to share this, slingshot hedging. This is done by the risk doctor and also known as, Charles M. Cotton. Okay. So these are the method. I find it, using hedging with the options. These are the typical method can be used against with your portfolio or against with your option strategies. Okay. So with this time permit, I'm going to explain only the collar and then zero collar, and then I'm going to explain the slingshot hedging method. Shall I go on, guys? You just type yes or no so that I can understand that you guys are hearing it. Okay. Waiting, sir. Super. Nice. Let me bring my mouse so that I can go on to the next slide. Okay. Okay, collar. Collar means is nothing but you have the future long or stock. Stock is long, which means typically the stock portfolio means this is the payoff diagram. You will be long, and then this is a payoff diagram, and you wanted to protect the future or stock that if market stocks falls down, and then you need to pay the protection. So this basically people what they do, the hedging means they will ask you to buy the put options. Put options, whenever you try to buy a put option is always expensive. Am I right, guys? Put option is always expensive, isn't it? Just type say yes or no, right? So when you buy a call option or when you buy a future or stock and you buy a put options, it's always expensive. And whenever you do the in panic mode, you try to buy a put options, that will be more expensive. Okay. So you wanted to avoid the cost basis of the put options where you wanted to sell the call option to offset this put option buy, right? This is what it does. Say you are long in the stock and then you're buying a put option to protect the stock to not to fall down, and then you paid at least 10,000 rupees of premium that you paid for the put option that you wanted to collect it by selling the for OTM call options. So that will offset the cost basis of the hedge. Okay, that is also known as a synthetic long call, a synthetic bull call spread or call a debit spread, whatever you call it. This is a synthetic version. Basically, the collar means synthetic version of bull call spread, known as a call debit spread. Is it clear, guys? So far, is it clear? All right. Shall I go on to the next zero cost collar? All right. What is zero cost collar? Zero cost collar is the same as a collar, but the only thing is you're long in the future. For example, current market is 17,200 or 17,100 or something, but you're long in 16,900 itself. Okay, where you wanted to lock the profit and don't wanted to lose anything. Then you need to buy that by time put options, because at that time if you buy the put option it will be cheaper because you already in a stock profit in the stock or future. Then against you are also selling the call option, which is market is already moving. The call option premium will be higher and it will offset the premium of put option, so it will become a no loss or zero cost collar. So if I can explain this in easily with can you guys see my screen here with the okay, so I wanted to Abstra where I wanted to buy the feature with say example 4 lot, okay, which means I'm 4 lot, but I'm already in a profitable with the future, which means maybe I entered with maybe 16,000 16,980 or something. Okay, I'm already in a profit of 37,000 rupees, right? Can you guys see it here? Not visible Abstra. Okay. New. Okay. Can you guys see now Abstra? Can you guys see the yes? Oh, okay then. Perfect. Okay. Okay, guys. So I just added the future. This is a payoff diagram, and the future is already in a profit. Okay, which means it's already in a profit of somewhere around 37,000 rupees. Now I have a short-term view. I wanted to long the ride, which means I'm still in the bullish on the long term. I wanted to trade more than a month, but in a short term, which is a 3 days to 5 days, I'm very short. Market may chaos, and I'm really I don't want it to lose this profit. What I can do is I can buy the put options. Buy the put option January contract maybe 17,000. 17,000 put option buy 4 lot. So if you buy the 4 lot, what is that max loss I have? 46,000 max loss. I wanted to avoid this, the max loss by selling it OTM call options, right? So I'm going to sell maybe 17,500. See, selling it 4 options, 4 quantity. Sell it maybe 17,400. 206. Okay. If you see that it's a bare minimum loss, or if you collected the premium, and then this is kind of a zero cost collar, which means is I don't have a much of loss, and my if market goes down, I have already logged the profit, and I have higher potential of if market moves up. Is that clear, guys? So basically, the zero cost collar means you are already in a profit. With that profit, you wanted to buy the put option and then offset the price with the short call option. Is it clear so far? Can you just type say yes or no? Right. No, clear, sir. Yes. Right. Okay. Then now I'll go back to the slides. Okay. Okay, this is the zero cost collar, and if you see that there's a couple of screens where we traded live and made it locked profiles and positions, and unlimited profits on the call side, which means market upside. Okay, this is the screen I wanted to mention. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Slingshot hedging. Okay, this is a wonderful method that I learned from the Charles M. Cartel. It's one of the book you can check it out. And he also have a Vimeo video library where you can find it. Many of the strategies are freely available, right? So what it does, it's basically future, future or stock. It will be a long, which means if your portfolio is long, and you are buying the put option to buy the ATM or in the money put options. And then instead of selling a call, he's selling a call credit spread. So basically credit spread, you're still long, unlimited long on call side, and you have a reduced cost basis of put options, which means is almost, the zero cost collar, right? But zero cost collar, what happened is it is a limited. This may be your zero line, and this is a limited to cap side, which is a limited, right? Limited to capping the upside, but here it's not limiting, it is unlimited profit on upside, and is also the reduced the downside the risk, which is a wonderful way to reduce. And I'm going to show you in an Opstra. Let me bring the Opstra. Can you guys say yes or no? You guys seeing in my Opstra screen or not? Can you guys see my Opstra screen? Yes, perfect. Okay, then I'll keep it as it is. This is a zero cost collar. Okay, so I'm going to keep it as it is, the 17,000. Maybe I'll delete this. Okay, so now I'm going to long the future, basically long the future, which is considered equal to long the stock. So now I'm going to, instead of 17,400, maybe 17,500, 17,500. I'm going to sell maybe 12 lots. 12 lots. Maybe I'm entering at 180 rupees. All right, 12 lots, and I'm buying that 17,700 or 600, maybe 17,000 option 17,650. The prices are, for the sake of, I'm just adjusting it here, but in real market, it should be fine. 650, I'm entering it, selling, and then 12 lots. Okay. We need to make it to buy. Okay. So if I say example, if I just earlier, if I did not added this spread of say 17,500 and 650, Earlier the loss was bigger actually. So I can remove this and then I'll show you again. The loss potential. What is the loss potential now? 83,000 rupees 200, right? Is that clear, guys? This is the cost basis of put option by protecting the long future or the put option of your stock. So the cost basis is 83,000 rupees. Now I wanted to reduce by selling the call credit spread by 3x or 2x of the your future or long in the stocks. So how do I do that? Say example, I'm going to 17,500. I'm selling it 12 lots added here. I'm editing here. Maybe I'll make it as a 180 or something like that. And then I'm buying it 17,650. 650. I'm buying it. If you see it, what do you see it? We are still unlimited potential on upside. And if you look at the T+0 is still above the water. And what is the cost basis now? Can you guys see the cost basis? Isn't that wonderful? That we are still in long and we wanted to hold a long, and but protection is much more cheaper when compared to the plain vanilla long call options, compared to bull call spread, compared to is it same like a zero cost collar, but zero cost collar will be capping the upside potential, but here we are not capping it. We are unlimited profit and upside, but still we able to reduce the loss potential. I mean, which means the cost basis of the put options. Is that color? Is it clear? Okay, perfect. This is a wonderful method. You guys can implement it. Okay, this is not just a hedge. Okay, so example, this is not only hedge. Say example, you are bullish on maybe Tata Motors or ITC or something. You can do this kind of structure so that is a proper structure where you have a defined loss is a minimal loss and you have unlimited potential and upside. Some people said, Raj, what happened if I just buy a long call? I will get the same kind of structure. Okay, I will do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to do this the same thing, but in this context, I have a very limited. If you look at that, I have a very limited negative theta. So if I just say, if I just remove this and I'll just say that I'm going to make only long call, maybe 17,000 long call. Okay, buying a 4 lot. You can say this is a 50,000 rupees is in a fourth, just a 50,000 rupees, and you will be losing it. And delta point of view, it is not exactly the future long. And I'm going to show you the Greeks here, which is what is that? How much is the amount? Earlier we saw that how much we saw somewhere around 1,500. Now we are paying theta every day is reducing much more when compared to that previous structure, right? So trading a proper structure is important, and we need to see that how theta is behaving. Long call option, just having a long call option is only short term. If you're holding for long call option for more than a month and all, it is theta decay kicks in, and then you'll be losing that profile. Is that clear, guys? So why it is important? How do you choose the strike? It is a strike. It is just a matter of at the money or one strike in the money. That is how it typically goes. So I have to wrap up with other presentation. Shall I go on next slides? You just type say yes or no so that I can go on. All right.
Yes, I think we have enough time for one more slide. Yeah.
Okay then. So let me wrap to okay. So I have explained the portfolio hedges, but now what is that? Option traders I'm an option trader, full-time option trader, and what is that? Hedges means to me, right? There are 3 types of option sellers, option buyers, and option profile traders. This may be new to you, but this is what we do typically. And let me explain in a simple context manner what is option seller means. So if you do you see that Venn diagram? Option sellers are basically the the orange color, and option buyers are a blue color, and there is a green color, the Venn intersecting, which is called option profile trader. Option sellers means typically they sell at the money, out of the money, wherever they will typically will sell it. Even market goes this side and they sell more on this side to lift this side. Okay, this is what they do. And here in the option buyer, just now I said they go with the proper structure. Okay, with the long only options, they may not have that much of shorts. But whereas an option profile trader, where we go long here as well as some short of extra shorts, we always have a partial hedged. So we have advantages of option seller as well as the advantages of option buyers. That is where the intersecting of the both the Venn diagram. Okay. Let me wrap up very quickly in a couple of slides so that it will be easy for it. See, this is a typical option sellers. Winning is percentage higher, probability is higher, cons is huge capital required, more risk, more brokerage. And if you see that most of the option sellers are, most of them are sub brokerage. So they will keep the sub brokerage to run the option selling business. Then the BS friendly means is a black swan proof. Basically, this kind of strategy is intraday is fine, but if you do it properly with the hedging, with the it'll be risk. See, I've run 100 random simulations. So if you look at that random simulation, the low value goes to 6,000, which means 10,000 rupees is a starting capital, $10,000. It goes to 6,800, which means 30 plus 1,000, 30% of drawdown goes, right? So I can build, I can bring it, bring that simulation here. Can you guys see the simulation? This is 100 random simulation. I'm going to do it. Okay. Can you guys see the simulation part where I wanted to show it? Can you just type yes or no? Yes. Okay. So target return for option sellers, they will return, try to the 4% of return, but they take risk at least 15 to 18% of each trade, and the probability of loss only 20%, which means 80% of time they are the winner, and starting capital $10,000, and investing per trade, which means they almost invest 80% of or 90% of the trade. Okay. Why? Because they're selling at 5 rupees premium, 10 rupees premium. In order to get a 4% return, they have to sell huge of the capital. Okay, that's why I put 80%. So if you look at that, the low value, it went to 4,300, which means 60,000 drawdown, and ended up at 8,000 rupees. So these are random 100 simulations. Okay. So random 100 simulation, but if I just add one more simulation, again 100 simulation, low value went to 2,800, which means what? 70% is drawdown. So this is not the proper structure, and option sellers in a longer run, any one black swan event or any kind of structured, market breakout, freak out things, they will be losing. 10 stake they will win, but one stake they lose at the 10 winners. Is that correct, guys? Did you understand what I explained it? It's 100 simple simulation. So it's called a law of large number. Any trading strategies, just to run the simulation and probability, back test it, and then run this kind of simulation. Is it, what is the probability? What is that aspect of you're getting it? Okay, so the probability of loss is just a 20%, but whereas he's hitting the drawdown is huge. So that I may not be the option seller. This is not my risk appetite. Shall I go on next slide?
No, I think it's time for our panel discussion now.
Just 2 minutes, I'll wrap up. Just 2 minutes.
Right.
Okay. Can you guys see that my PDF? Yes. Okay then. So option buyers, okay, option buyers, let's look at the option buyers. They go on the proper structure with the limited list. They low value either the same or the very limited drawdown, but the last limit is less, the profit target is higher. And the investing, the per percentage is 5% or 2% of the portfolio. That is how they go. This is a wonderful way to do it. Either be an option bias, but you have to be, the winning percentage is only 40%, 60% loss, which means 40% winning percentage. Now let me go back and explain to the what is option profile traders. So option profile traders, we are expecting 5% of the return, and the limit of the loss is only 10%. Probability of winners is 80%. Okay. And then starting it, and then investing per trade is 40%. If you look at that, the low value, and we are getting only hitting of the 10% drawdown or 12% drawdown or something like that. So we are getting the advantages of option buyers as well as the advantages of option sellers. So this is a way to go. You have a hedges buying here as well as the selling here, and you're covering more than one standard deviation, which means 68% probability, and you're hitting the home run for every time. Okay, so that's how it goes. This is called option profile trading. We at Trendbooster, we have a varieties of model. Basically, when you are designing the system, you need to design a portfolio. You need to have a different types of cash flows. So WAT stands for weekly income trade, where you need to trade different types of models. And also you need to trade different types of monthly income models, and also you need to trade different types of yearly income models. So that combined result where you will have a hitting that home run as well as the alphas on every year, every quarter, every alternate weeks, and every month. This is the objective. So I've explained the manner of hedging the collar as well as the zero cost collar, and then risk doctor slingshot hedge. And I've also discussed the option sellers and option buyers and option profile trader. Okay, so I'm explaining clearly the concept of option profile trading does wonders. Okay, so you want to be option profile trader, you need to simulate yourself, find the edge, and then trade accordingly. Okay, that's all for now, and I'll wrap up myself. Thanks for your time, and thanks for listening to me. Bye for now.